I am your host for today. So, first of all, we will discuss about the classroom rules. So, lahat tayo, di ba, pag nasa classroom tayo, kapag meron tayong mga rules, ha, kids? Di ba meron?
Yes.
Yes. So, ang first rule natin ngayon is turn on your camera. So, turn on your camera at all times kasi para gusto namin makita namin yung mga beautiful tsaka handsome faces ninyo. Kahit pag gumagawa kayo, dapat lagi kayong naka-on yung camera ninyo. Okay? Okay ba yan? Okay?
Yes, pa.
Thumbs up. Okay, next. Mute your microphones. So, para bilang respect yon. Oh, sino nakakalam ng mga word ng respect? Respeto, respect, okay? Respect natin kay teacher, in the same time, yung mga classmates ninyo habang nakikinig sila kay teacher para mapapakinggan nyo ng buong buo lahat ng i-discuss ni teacher. So, okay ba yan? Thumbs up ulit! Yes. Okay. Ask a question in the chat box. So yung chat box natin, makikita niyo siya dito sa ilalim na part, sa bottom part. Makikita niyo siya. Huwag kayong mag-chat ng kung ano-ano kasi dyan natin i-chat yung mga questions na gusto nating itanong kay teacher para madali niyang makikita. Then number 4, listen and engage with the teacher. So listen carefully kung ano yung mga gusto niyang kung ano yung i-discuss niya about do sa lesson natin for today. Tapos, kung ano yung instruction niya, gagawin lang natin. Kapag medyo nahihirapan kayo, kids, pwede kayo magpatulong kay mommy or pwede kayo mag-raise your hand. Meron dyan na icon para makikita namin, makakapagtanong kayo. Okay? Okay ba yon? Okay ba? Okay. So, regarding sa bathroom breaks, leave quietly for bathroom breaks. So kung kailangan nyo na mag-go sa bathroom, no need to announce or no need to talk. Basta i-off nyo lang yung camera nyo, then yung mic nyo, pwede kayong mag-leave for bathroom breaks. Okay? Kasi recorded naman itong ating session. So, pwede kayong makapanood ng replay sa Facebook or sa YouTube channel ni Mommy or ni Daddy. So, next, use Taglish for communication. So, hindi kasi lahat ng mga friends natin dito nakakaintindi ng Tagalog or nakakaintindi ng English. So, magagamit tayo ng Taglish. Yan. So, okay ba lahat, kids, sa classroom rules natin?
Yes, pa.
Okay. So, without further ado, I will introduce to you yung ating magiging tita trainer. Yes, sino yung... So, mute your mic first, kids. Okay, okay. So, our trainer for today is a graduate of BS Public Administration at the Universidad de Manila, year 2007. She joined year 2018. In the same year, she started a home-based job. And in 2019, she decided to establish her own businesses. Not one, but 2 businesses, which is Sweet Indulgence by Sheila, an online bake shop. So, sino dito sa inyo mahilig ng cakes? Taas kamay niya sa mga cakes and pastries. So, yun ang number 1 business ni Teacher Sheila. And then, sino mahilig sa inyo sa chicken? Taas kamay ulit. Yan. So, her other business named Rocco's Herb Roasted Chicken Store franchise. She also does young living from time to time and also a full-time social media manager for 2 clients and 1 international-based clients in the US. So, let us all welcome Mommy Camille. Where's Mommy Camille?
Hi! Pinapractice ko maging mute. Hi kids! Good afternoon!
Afternoon po. Afternoon po.
Good
Afternoon po.
I want to make sure that everyone hears me. I want to make sure that all of you hears me. I want to see number 5 on your palm right now. 5. So you can hear me? Wonderful. You can all hear me. Nice. 5. All right. So today, we will talk about how you can start writing a story. Actually, small, ano lang yan, very, very short story muna. Yung pag-aaralan natin. How you can start writing a short story. Who loves to write? Who has diary? Who has their own diary? Who writes on your diaries? You have diaries? Like you write everything that happens every day?
No.
No, you don't have that. But do you love what?
I have a diary.
You have a diary? Wonderful. So what do you write on your diary? Everything that happens every day?
Yes, and sometimes stories.
Stories. Perfect. So you are on the right group right now. because we-
every day.
Yes, we will start to learn how we can write a basic storybook. Okay? When we say basic, these are the things that you will learn that you understand. Right? So everything that you understand that you can start from when you want to create your own storybook. How's that? Do you think that's cool?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. Now, what we need are the following. If you have your own paper with you, pens or pencils or color pencils. And the last thing that we need is your ears.
Years.
Exactly, because I want you to listen very carefully with all the things that we will discuss so you will not miss the lesson. All right. Now, who among you have watched Frozen? I want to see those hands. Who watched Frozen? 1 or 2 or both? So you all know the story? Wonderful.
Oh.
Okay, we will use Frozen as our example all throughout our class today. Okay?
Wait, Frozen 1 or Frozen 2?
A mix of those. So it can either be 1, it can either be 2. Yes, but we will only use that as our example. Okay? And then from there, we will try to create our own story later. Okay? So, our objective is to learn how you can properly write a good short story because you know kids, there are short stories that are boring. You know, there are stories that you don't want to read because it bores me. There are stories that even if it's long, you want to read it because it's exciting. Am I right? Now, what we want to do is to write a good short story, something that's not boring. All right? So let's continue. What is a short story? Okay, a short story. I want Rain to read this for me. Rain, can you read this? What is a short story, Rain?
A short story is a story with a fully developed theme but shorter than a novel.
Thank you. Now, as what Rain have read, a short story is a story with fully developed theme, okay, but that is shorter than a novel. You know what a novel is? A novel is a book, like like a Bible. A Bible is it looks
Harry Potter.
Yes, like Harry Potter. Harry Potter, it is a very long story. It has a lot of books. It has a lot of parts.
7 to 8 books to be exact.
Exactly. But a short story, it is just a very, very short or very, very thin book that has like 5 to 6 or 10 pages. All right. So that's really short. All right. Next. What do you think okay, builds a short story. What do you think is the things that is inside the short story? So before we can do that, yes, Kira?
I think they are characters, um, and conflict and resolution and moral and a lot more.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You have given me some of the correct answers, and then we will discuss this further. Okay, thank you, Kira. The elements of the short story. First, we have to start with a setting. You know what a setting is? A setting is, yes, Kira?
It's about a time or place the story is in.
Exactly. Thank you. Setting is where and when the story is created or located. Okay. Example, I am writing a story about today. The story is teacher Tita Camps, okay, is sitting inside her bedroom, okay, on a very sunny day, very happy, on a very sunny day with a very happy mood. All right? Because when we say settings, everything that will describe the environment. Okay? Now, when we say settings, it will also talk about special condition of the character. When we say the special condition, it means what is the daily routine of the character? What is the daily life of the character?
Mommy.
Is the character um is the character a rich kid who is only playing every day? Or is the character a lonely kid who doesn't have sisters, no brothers? So we have to also include that, all right, in the settings. We have to describe, when we write a short story, we have to describe the environment. Is it a sunny day? Is it a snowy day? Is it a rainy day? Do we get that, kids?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can we also draw pictures?
Of course. That's wonderful. If you are very good in drawing pictures, I am actually happy to see your drawing later. Okay? Wonderful. You have to show that to me, okay? You have to take pictures. Okay, next, we have our characters in the story. Of course, in writing a story, we have people or animals in the story, right? Like Harry Potter. Harry Potter doesn't only have people, right? They also have what? Animals, right? In Frozen, how many animals do we have there in the story of in Frozen?
3.
3?
Reindeer. Or
Reindeer.
most.
And both.
Most.
Animal
Troll. Okay. Sven is what? Sven
And
is what animal is Sven?
Reindeer.
Reindeer. Yeah, correct. Sven is a reindeer. So he's an animal and he is a part of the character in the story. Okay. So a character can be an animal, can be a person that also plays a part in the story. Is that understood?
Yes.
Yes. There are two kinds of characters. You know that, kids? The good ones and the bad ones. Right? So, yes, Glian, you want to say something? Or just waving your hand? Just waving your hand? All right. Okay, there are two kinds of characters. The main character, or when in Tagalog, we say that, bida. Siya yung bida sa storya.
Meron
Okay.
din kontrabida.
Meron ding kontrabida. Tama. Okay? Also, we have minor character. When we say minor character, these are the people who supports the main characters. These are maybe the friends, the classmates,
Comic relief.
parents. What?
Comic relief.
Yes, exactly. right? So these are the people that comprises the character. Okay, are we following?
Teacher,
Yes.
are the minor characters like sidekicks in superhero movies?
They can also be like that. You know, sometimes the companion of the main characters are the minor characters. The best friend of the superheroes are also the minor characters. Sometimes they can become the main character because they help the bida, they help the main characters. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, pa.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, let's move forward. Plot. You know what plot is? Plot, it is the most important element of the story because it is the sequence of the events. You know, the plot is the proper sequencing of what will happen in every facing of all the characters in the story until the end. Okay, so you know what plot is? It's like a whole blueprint plan of what will happen on the story. Understood? It's the whole plan of the story. That's the plot. Right? Then later we'll try to write our own stories. Okay? Let's go to the ones that is very, very exciting. Okay? We have conflict. This is very exciting. You know what? This is where all the away begins. Where all the problem begins, where all the trials begins. Okay? We call it conflict. Okay? Conflict, Glian, can you read it for me? Hi, Kyle. Can you read conflict for me? Conflict.
Conflict is the opposition of forces that ties one indecent to another and makes the plot of the story move.
Wonderful. Very good. Thank you. Conflict. It is the opposition of forces or the problems that ties one plot to another. You know what conflict is? Kapag may problema na doon sa short story nyo. Kapag meron na nag-aaway-away, meron na silang nire-resolve na problem, that part is what we call conflict. Okay? Pero there are two types of conflict pa. Okay? Always remember, the conflict can be a problem of the person, yung sarili niyang problem, okay, his own problem, internal struggle, or it can be an external problem, okay? Example, what happened in Frozen? In Frozen, what's the power of Elsa?
Ice
Powers.
and
Right.
Tapos yung
Okay.
problema doon.
What
The
happened?
power of winter. Like
Yes,
ice
the
in
power
the
of winter. So what
The
happens
stuff
if
in the
she
winter.
takes out her gloves? What happens if she removes her gloves and then touches?
He might
freeze
someone.
He might
freeze everything.
It freezes
Her power,
everything.
her powers get out of control.
Anna's heart. Anna's heart.
Even Anna's heart. Wonderful. Who answered that? You are correct.
Arian po.
Yes, you are correct. You can Elsa can also freeze Anna's heart.
A castle.
What? A castle? Yes. Her powers can make a whole castle freeze it.
Look,
Okay?
there was a word freeze.
Yes.
Sometimes
That
it was
is
spelled FREES.
that's
spelling.
wrong.
I
Thank you
really
for
liked
letting
that
me know.
story when I was
Okay. The problem of Elsa, the power of Elsa having that power, okay, the problem of Elsa having that power is an external problem. Because
She can control it.
she cannot control it. Everything that she touches becomes ice. So that is an
Her powers get
external
out of
conflict.
control.
Exactly. So now you understand what conflict is? What external
Yes.
conflict is? If you have problems outside. Now, the internal problem of Elsa is she cannot control herself. That's her problem. She cannot control herself. That's why she always wears what? What she always wear?
Gloves.
Perfect.
Gloves.
Yes, because she cannot control herself. Now, let's move forward to point of view. All right? Point of view, it means that this can be the narrator's point of view, or this can be the story of another person, a second person, or a third person that is narrating the
That's
story.
when she broke Anna's heart.
Yes, that's true. He broke Anna's heart.
First person, second person.
So the point of view depends if who is telling the story. Okay? In Frozen, would you remember at the very first part of the movie, in Frozen 1, who is talking, narrating the story?
The narrator.
Who's narrating? Is it Elsa? Is it Anna?
Elsa.
Who's telling the story? Or is it someone that is a male?
Me,
Is it a
teacher.
Yeah?
Ah.
It's the male one, right?
Um.
It's a different person. So the narrator in Frozen is a person who knows the whole story. So it's not Anna, it's not Elsa. Right? So it's a different person. Okay? So that's what we call point of view. If someone else knows the story and that person is narrating. Otherwise, it can be the character of the story who is telling the story. Right? Let's move forward. Theme. This is very easy.
The one narrating.
This is very easy. You know what the theme is? The only thing that you have to remember about theme is it answers the question about what you have learned about the story. Now, I will ask you, all right, what is the moral of the story of Frozen? What do you think is the moral of this?
Never trust anyone.
Yes, Kira.
Teamwork.
What do you think, Kira?
To embrace your changes instead of blocking them out.
Yes, that's correct. So
Don't
that's what you learned.
Any secret.
Me po.
Any
Me po.
Ian.
Me po.
Yes, Ian. Show me your hand. Oh!
May you please take turns?
Okay. One by one, sweethearts. One by one. All right. Well, okay. One has to speak, and then after, the next one. Okay. What have you learned about the story of Frozen? Yes, Louis Angel. Louis Angel.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. Yes, that's correct. All right. Who else raised their hands? I want
Me.
Yes, you. Yes. What's your learning about the story? Come on, tell me.
Never push family or friends away.
Oh, yes, that's correct too. Never push your friends or your family away. That is very true.
Teamwork.
Yes, Liam, you want to say something?
Don't keep anything a secret.
Me po.
Anything as yes, because do you know all your secrets will be revealed? Yes, because sooner your secrets will be revealed, even if you keep it a very long time. So you don't keep it. You don't keep your secrets from your mommy and from your daddy, right? So you always tell them the truth. Wonderful. Okay. Last, yes, Amanda. What is your learning about the story? Amanda.
Bad things always happen to bad people.
Oh, yes.
Me?
Bad things happens to bad people. But we don't, oops, kids, listen. We don't wish bad things to happen to bad people. We don't do that, okay? If we are the good people, we don't wish that bad people would experience bad things. That's bad. So we don't wish bad things, okay? We just pray for them. We pray for them that, they'll change. Okay? But we don't wish bad things, okay? That's good. Thank you, Amanda. Now,
Ako po,
sige po, ikaw po, Karel.
kailangan po kumapit ka lang sa pamilya o sibling mo para kaya niyo lahat ng problema na haharap sa inyo para malabanan niyo po.
Oh, that's cute. That's wonderful. Thank you, Karel. Yes, that's true.
Ayun na lang po.
That's correct. That's correct. You don't push away your family. You always stay intact with your family. Even if you have problems, you don't go away from your family. Like Elsa and Anna, they did not leave each other.
Ako po,
Whatever happened, yes, they were together. Yes? Someone else is raising his hand? Anyone? No? No one else? Okay, let's move forward.
answer?
Oh, this,
Can
yes.
answer?
Yeah, sure.
My answer is always have self-confidence and don't
Yeah.
always be shy.
Don't always be shy. That is correct. That is true. Do not be shy. You always have to tell your friends. Okay, first you have to tell your family, you have to tell your friends. If you have something to say, you don't have to be shy because they can help you.
Because Elsa on their coronation didn't have self-confidence. That's why she ran away. She was too scared to
Exactly.
show her powers.
Exactly. That's true. That's true. Yes, Liam, I can I can see your hands in the screen. What's that, Liam? Okay, Liam, that's last one. Okay, what's that? And then we'll move forward. Want to say something? Nah?
No, I just clicked it because of that one.
All right. Now let's move forward, kids. Let's try to write a short story. Okay, the reason why oh yes, Zina, you want to say something, Zina?
Don't break anyone's heart.
Oh, that's so painful. Yes, but
Po,
that's correct. Don't break someone else's heart. That's so bad. Okay, we don't do that because everyone has their own feelings. We cannot just break it anytime we want. So we don't say bad things. We don't wish bad things, so we don't break someone else's heart. Okay?
ako po.
Wonderful.
Never
Okay.
trust anyone too much.
Oh, never trust. You have a lot of fun, kids. I'm so amused.
Teacher, may I use a pencil to write a short story?
Of course, why not? Go ahead. Now, kids, let's try to write a very short story. Okay, the reason why you have your papers and your pencils or your pens or your colored pencils or whatever you have right now, the reason why you have it right now with you, it's because I want you to write your own story. All right? You have,
Okay
yes,
po, teacher.
yes. You have to write also the title, okay? You have to write the title of your story. Like,
Teacher,
yes.
Mommy's baking.
Oh, she's baking?
Yes.
You must be hungry.
No.
Can you write a short story?
Teacher, can you hear me po?
Of course po, I can hear you.
Start. Spin din po ako.
Teacher, can you hear my voice, teacher po?
Ang
Of
aking
course, kids.
storya ay about
All right. Thank you, teacher.
The story now. Anyone, please. Take turns.
Yes, everyone
Take
can take
turns,
turns. Yes, later.
everyone.
But right now, you focus on writing your
I
short
don't
story.
know how to make
And
a
what we will do,
story.
kids, listen to Tita Camille, to Tita Cams very carefully. This is our instruction, okay? Listen to Tita Cam. Please write your own short story, okay? And then I want you to take a picture of your stories. Yes?
Can I use
Listening to
Tagalog for the
Hello,
story?
Of course, you can use
take a picture
Tagalog.
of
Of
my
course, you can write
students
Tagalog. You can write English. But I want you to
who can speak
take a picture of your written story, okay?
I don't have a
I want you to take a
story.
picture of your written story and send it to our group. Okay? Your parents, your mommies
Sure.
will send it to our group. Okay? Yes, Zian?
Okay.
All right.
Picture.
Any story you want to write, even if it's
Picture.
Tagalog, even if it's
Picture.
English, it's okay. Just think of the story based on what we have learned, okay? About the elements of the story. You need to have character. You have to set up characters. Okay. You have to set up the settings where it happened. Okay. You also
Hello,
have
teacher.
I have a question.
Sure. Go.
Can I write in cursive?
Well, of course, you can write it in cursive.
Oh,
You
good.
can write
Can I
it.
tell
Yes, you
you?
can write it in block form.
Have you watched the whole story of Frozen?
Hello, teacher.
Yes,
I
teacher.
guess I am the youngest here and I enjoy the class. Actually, nung nag-aral ako ng preschool, we were encouraged to write a short story. So, hindi pa rin ako noon masyado marunong. And here I have. Oo. Yan. You want me to share this to kids?
I'm happy.
Oh.
You watched
Pwede ko
the
po
whole
tong
story
i-read.
of
Meron din silang a guide. Diba?
Yeah.
You want me to share, kids? You want me to share the story I wrote a long time ago?
Sure,
Yes.
Yes. You want to hear a story?
Please, I want to hear it.
Only if teacher comes, allow me.
I have a question.
I don't have worries about that, but I only will give you like 1 minute.
Oh, it's okay, teacher. Para
Okay.
na may idea. Okay.
Sure,
You know
go
what?
ahead.
Yeah, my story is, the title is The Jar. Okay? Ito ay story ng kid ko kasi kailangan gumawa ng story. So, it's a real story. So, you know what? I'm going to read Hindi ako marunong mag-draw. You know what? Ang ginawa ko, kids, nag-print na lang ako ng picture. No? Ganito. Yan. Print lang. Then, mother bought an expensive jar. She longed for a long time ago. Bumili si mami ng jar. Tagalog ko na lang, no? Then, ang ganda-ganda ng jar na yun. So, sinabi niya sa anak niya si Ara, Ara, don't play near the jar. Kasi expensive to. Baka mabasag mo. Sabi ni Ara, yes, mami, hindi po ako maglalaro malapit dyan sa jar. Kaya lang, nung umalis na si mami, sabi ni Ara, ang ganda naman ng jar na to. Saan kaya gawa itong jar na ito? Dahil ang jar ay babasagin, ito ay natabig niya. And then, nabasag. Oh no! Anong gagawin ni Ara? Sabi niya, sino ba pagpabibintangan ko? Yung dog ba? Sabihin ko na lang natabig ng dog? O baka si ate na lang? O baka, sabi sa Bible, hindi dapat magsisinungaling. Sasabihin ko na lang yung totoo kay mami. Sabi, masama ang magsinungaling. Kaya, nung umuwi si mami, alam nyo, si Ara ay nagsabi ng totoo kay mami, Mami, nabasag ko po yung jar. Hindi ko sinasadya. Nagagandahan lang ako. Then sabi ng mami niya, it's okay dahil sinabi mo yung totoo. Pinapatawad na kita. And then, hinag ni mami si Ara. And then si Ara umiiyak pa rin. So, yun lang yung short story natin. Di ba? Ang setting.
Yay! Thank you! sharing your story.
Oh, it was really nice.
It was
Yeah.
nice, right? So
Yes.
that's how you write your short
Of
story.
course, that was nice.
Yes.
Oo, short lang siya.
Very
Diba,
short.
kids?
You don't
Very short.
Yes, you don't need to have a lot of characters. It can only be
Yeah.
3. It can be you, your mommy, or your sister. It can be you and your 2 best friends. You can do that.
Yes. But
So-
kailangan may moral lesson. You know, kids, what's the moral lesson of the story?
No lying.
It's bad to
Yes.
Being
Not
honest.
lie. Not lie.
Yes. So, don't
Tell the
lie.
truth.
Tell the truth.
Yes.
Always tell the truth
Good
so that your
job.
mommy
Good
and
job,
daddy
kids.
Wonderful.
Teacher, I have a
Wonderful.
question.
Yes,
Mm.
Sophia.
Thank you,
Can I
teacher.
write it in a notebook or I have to write it in paper like this?
Oh, you can write it anywhere you want. It's okay. As long as you can take pictures of that and then we can see the stories that you've written. That's nice. As long as it can be read, you know.
It's in the screen.
Okay,
Yeah.
I prefer to put it in bond paper so I
Never
can
mind.
staple it so
Like
it
this,
will
oh.
look like a real book.
Yes, yes. You can do that.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
You're welcome, Sophia. All right. So, the story can be that very short. You don't need to write a very long
Sir,
story.
can I ask a question?
Sure.
Can you ask Leah to stop annotating? Scribbling on the screen last time.
It's
I
okay.
have a
It's gonna
question.
stop. Yes.
My mama asked what group chat to send.
Oh, FH moms.
Which one's so much?
Or you can send it here in the group chat here in Zoom
I don't know how to do that.
or in the messenger. We will ask for help from Mommy Ali. So they can give the
May I
where they can
do it Tagalog?
Of course, you can do it Tagalog. Ang tipaklong at ang pagong. You can do that like that. Ang kuneho at ang
Teacher?
pagong. Yes?
Can
I
I,
have a
ask a
question.
question?
Yes.
story?
Can I make my own story?
Of course, that's what I want you to do. You have to
Okay
create.
po,
You have
thank
to be
you.
creative. You have to be creative.
Question.
Thank you po.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Yes, po. Who's calling me teacher? What's your question, honey?
Teacher,
Yes, po.
I have a short story.
Oh, are you done with your story?
I also have a question.
Yeah, hold on. Let's hear it from who's done with your short story. Park your question first, honey. Let's hear it with who's done with the short story.
I am.
Huh? Is it your own story? That's you have to be creative. Is that a story that you just have written? Is it something from the book? Liam, you're scribbling on the wall, on the screen. All right, thank you for deleting that, Liam.
I have a question.
Sure, what's your question?
Can the protagonist be a bad guy, like the main character?
Oh, well, every character or every story has a bad guy. Unfortunately, some characters should be the bad guy. So we will have the conflict.
Yes. Can my main character be the bad guy?
Teacher, wala
Yes,
pong
of course,
conflict.
it can be. The main character, it can be. It happens. It happens. Yes, of course. Right? What else? Tell me.
Teacher, wala pong conflict na nagawa.
Sir, I am done po.
Walang conflict na nagawa? Your story must be very, very good. You don't have problems in your story. The story must be very, very
I'm
good.
going
You
to have some conflict in mine.
Teacher, I'm done po.
And
you're
and
done.
also, teacher, can we also have our own characters?
Of course, you can imagine the name of your characters. If you want to use animals on your characters, it doesn't matter. It's okay. You want to use like pets? Like,
Teacher, I'm just starting now.
yay! Wonderful. Just keep writing.
Teacher, pwede ba po yung storya sa totoong buhay?
Pwede po. Pwede po. Totoo din ba yung names na gagamitin mo?
Opo.
Ay, pwede po. Kung okay lang po sa'yo. Okay. Now I want you to take pictures of your stories, okay? You ask your mommy or your daddy to take a very clear picture of your short story because I want to read everything that you have written. I want to compile it. I want to put it in one frame because I want to be very, very proud of you guys.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it starting?
What's starting? We already started. What do you mean? What do you mean is it starting?
Mommy, question po.
Sige po, ano po yun?
Can I just chat it in the chat box? I can't find where to send it po kasi.
Of course, you can do that. Why not? Go, send it on the chat box. It's okay. Yes?
Teacher,
Yes?
are we starting to write the story now?
You can write later if you cannot think right now, you can write later, but be sure to send the picture, okay? Be sure to send the picture of what you've written, okay? I want to read it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Maliit po sa akin, teacher, yung parang one line lang po. Para meron po maraming space.
Yes po.
I'm just starting because I had to look for pictures on Google on some of the things I was going to draw in the story.
It's okay. Then you can finish later, even after our lesson, and then send it afterwards. It's okay if you're just starting.
Teacher,
Yes.
do we still need to draw something on our story?
Not really. If you want to draw something, it's okay. But if you don't know or if you cannot, it's fine. You can just write what you want to say.
I had to look for a picture of a dragon because in my story they were going to encounter.
There's dragon in your story. Oh my goodness, that must be very, very good story. You have a dragon?
Yep.
I have lizard in my
Chinese
story.
style.
Yes, but I have lizard in my story. That's quite small dragon.
Sure.
Yes.
Is it okay that I don't write a story for now because I'm not good at writing stories? Because I already made one when I was 3 and it was a ripoff.
That's okay, but if you want to try someday, don't hesitate trying, okay? Because you might be able to write a very good one someday. Okay?
Okay.
Wonderful. Okay. I want to see those pictures, huh? Wonderful. And then you also write what is the moral of the story. What is the lesson that you have learned on the story that you have written? What's the lesson of the ones that you've written? Is it like be honest, don't cheat, don't be a bully?
Teacher, can I make more stories, more than just one? Is that okay?
Wow! Why not? I love that. You just have to put your name on the story so I know that you have 2 or 3 or more stories, okay?
Question.
Answer. Yes?
Can my story be long?
Yes, of course. It can be
Okay.
long, but make sure that it's not boring, okay? Make sure that you are writing an exciting story. So even if it's long, people will still read it, okay?
Okay.
Perfect.
Teacher,
Yes.
even if it's long,
What?
the story is long.
Yeah, it's
Is it
okay.
okay?
Of course. Make sure that you do not forget anything about what we have learned today, okay? Don't forget the settings, don't forget the characters, the conflict, and the moral of the story, okay? Don't forget that.
Teacher,
Yes.
do you know I read the Bible?
Oh, really? You know Bible story?
Some pages already.
Can I
did not
make in
finish the
Canva?
whole po.
Oh, of course you can
Because
make in Canva.
Because when we were about to go to Manila, I had to stop
Teacher?
reading the Bible.
Oh, okay.
Teacher,
Yes po.
I made lots of stories before when I'm just like a kid.
Oh, so you must know how to write your own story now, do you think?
I read some horror stories. I got scared because there were scares.
Oh.
I told my sister to come with me to comfort me.
Ma'am, teacher,
Yes.
Teacher?
Yes.
have more because it's a nice
Can I tell
story. It's not conflict.
when we were young, teacher?
Yes.
When me and Don were laying down on the floor, we saw a cockroach. So we got
All
scared.
of you are talking. I don't know who
I
to
have
listen
any
to.
question.
I went
Teacher?
Wow.
Teacher?
go
Teacher,
on
I
the
have a
bed.
question po.
Teacher? May I ask Wala na something? time.
Okay.
Then
Kids,
I have
Tita counts is not God. I cannot listen to everyone all at the same time.
I have
Count
the
one at a time.
question.
You
One
look
at a
good,
time.
Auntie. Please,
I'm
may
not
and
God.
worry. Just take
You
turns.
remind me of one of my teachers in
I have a question
swimming. Teacher
That's the
Shayla
same.
Morales.
Anyone please take turns.
Yes,
Mommy
take turns,
Shayla.
honey. Take turns,
Hindi
kids.
ko
I'm
na
not
po
God.
maintindihan. May anyone please take turns? Hindi ko na po maintindihan po.
Yes. Take turns. If someone else is talking, then we wait for them to finish. So Tita Tita Cams will be able to listen to you too, okay?
Teacher,
Yes? Yes. Yes?
is it okay if I make comics instead of making stories without pictures?
That's wonderful. I encourage you to do that. You can write comics if you want to. That is wonderful.
I
Yes.
actually wrote one when I was 7, but I just remade a different comic.
Teacher,
That was just a
Please do it right now. I want to see your comics, okay?
well, for me, making a comic takes like 1 month. And the comic was just like 3 pages.
Well, you can write a very short one, comics. So you can show me what you can do with that, okay?
Teacher?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
sorry.
yes, 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 yes.
can I make my story in Canva?
Of course, you can make your story in Canva. If you want to do it there, no worries.
Teacher,
Yes?
can I make the story about a cockroach?
Of course, why not? Go make a story about the cockroach. It's okay. Put a name on it, okay? You have the cockroach must have a name.
Teacher?
Yes?
Funny story.
May I do it again? Because I wanna do it on Canva.
Of course, you can do it in Canva. No worries. You can do it.
Teacher,
Yes?
Gusto ko na po.
where am I going to send my story?
Well, you can send it on our here at the chat room, or if not, you can ask help from your mommy, so your mommy can send it to FH Moms. But if you have, if
teacher
you
a
see the chat
break.
room here, you can send it here.
Guys, give teacher a break.
You want to give me a break?
Don't bombard her with questions.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. Thank you. Yes, because I'm not God. You know, God can listen to all of the prayers all at the same time. You know that what God is so
In my
powerful.
OLMCM classes, we always start with a prayer.
Yes, and for yeah, too bad we were not able to do that earlier, but we'll do that next time. Okay. Okay.
Teacher,
Yes?
Do you need a color?
Oh, well, if you want to color it, it's okay. If you have a color and you want to color it, that's okay. You can do that. Right?
Ito yung sa akin po. Lahat na lang po words, wala na pong picture.
Okay lang. Walang problema. Okay na. Take a pictures ha of your stories. I want to read everything ha. I want to read a lot of stories tonight when I go to bed.
Teacher, not done yet.
It's okay. You can send it later, even after our classes. It's okay.
Teacher, I
Teacher,
sent
I'm not done yet.
in your chat box.
Teacher
po. Yes.
Teacher po, where will we submit the story, the short story?
You can send it on the chat box, or if not, can you ask your mommy to send it to FH Mom's group so we can collate your story, yes, together with the others.
Okay, you say thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Mom, I have a question.
Yes,
Ma'am.
question, answer. Ano po
Is
yun?
it okay if my story is based on another story, but I changed the story a bit because he made the guy bad?
Oh, yes, that's a very good question,
Teacher,
sweetheart.
I'm making a story of a little spider.
Yes, Daphne, thank you. Okay, hold on. Who asked about making a story but changing the names or whatever? Is it who asked it?
Jersey Amber.
Hi, Amber. Jersey Amber, that's a very good question. You have to be careful about writing a story that is the same as the other stories, because sometimes the other authors or the other writers will not like what you're doing because that's their story. So you have to come up with your own. Some authors will be mad because it feels like you are snatching their own, or you are getting their own stories and pretending it to be yours. So it's better that you create your own story, okay?
I changed up the story a bit by making the guy evil and changing his personality.
That's nice. Yes, you have to change things. Yeah, that's good. Wonderful.
Teacher, may I ask a question?
Sure, Mary Ann, what's it?
May I do a poem too?
Of course, you want to do that? Of course, go ahead. Yes, Kira, you're raising your hands.
Teacher, I sent my story in your private chat box.
Yes. Then we will see that later. You send it already? Oh, let me see. How can we check the chat box?
I sent mine too, teacher.
Oh, wonderful. We'll collate everything and then put it together in one frame, okay? Basta ha, send you all the pictures ha. And then later before we end, okay? I want you to turn on all your cameras before we end, then we'll take pictures, okay? I like that. So I'll keep memories of you kids. I might see you anywhere. You know, we might bump into each other at the mall someday. And then I'll say, that's Kira. I've seen her before. That's Amanda. Oh, I think I've seen Jindy. See, that's wonderful. I'll remember your faces.
You were talking about something and then you just said something immediately.
The photos later.
You're like me, easily distracted.
Well, later, but you can continue writing your stories right now because I'm excited to see all those stories posted later. Because I want to read everything.
Mine just gonna fit in 1 or 2 pages.
It's okay, but as long as the whole story is in the pages that you're taking pictures, then
I will start doing my story.
yeah, really? How about your story, Daphne? What happened?
Hi, teacher. I'm done, and
It was a bit long.
It was
FH
done?
Mom. I'm tired. Can I just read it instead of sending it?
I'd love to read it. So you have to send it. You can ask your mama to send it to us, so I can also read. So I can also.
I don't know. Actually, it's in a paper.
It's okay. Take a picture of that. It's okay. You can take a picture of
Excuse
that.
me,
So you can send it
teacher.
over. Yes.
Is it okay if my story is too long?
It's okay as long as it's not boring.
Story was a
Remember,
bit long.
remember,
Thank you.
as long as it's not boring.
Teacher, my story is based on a real story, but I put a note saying it's based on a true
I'm
story.
gonna make our
It's
story
okay.
next.
You have to change some characters, the names. You have to be careful.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna make a horror story.
Yeah. I want to ask someone. I don't know who, but I'm gonna pick one kid. I'm gonna pick one kid. Listen to me very
Okay.
carefully. I'm gonna pick one kid who will read the story that he or she made. Okay, because I want to see
Okay.
how it goes. Okay, how it's going. Okay.
No.
Who? I'm gonna pick one randomly. Can I? Yeah. I want to see Sophia Malonzo. Sophia, are you done with your story? Are you done with your story, Sophia? Not yet.
Yes, po. I am done na po.
You're done. Oh, I want to hear your story. Can you read that to us?
One day, my mom told me to clean the room, and I was playing and playing. And when my mom got home, my mom went to the room and found out the room is not clean, and my mom got mad to me. But my mom forgave me too. And
Wow, that's nice. What's the title of the story?
the girl who played all day.
Nice. Good job. Take a photo of that one. Okay, I want to read that later. Who else wants to share their story? I want to hear from Kira. Kira, can you please read your story? Just tell the title first and then you read the story for us.
Okay, this is Tales of Windsordale, but it's just one chapter.
Oh, sure. Come on, start.
There was a beautiful village near the mountain top. Meepo.
Oops, Kira is talking. Kira is talking. Kira is talking. Okay, continue, Kira.
It lived peacefully with the mythical creatures such as the narwhal, the pegasus, and the dragons with the humans. But one day, the corrupted had paid them a visit from their planet, Xena. Xena was a planet of cruel and evil magic, born from the top of a moon called Persephone. They attacked the village of Windsordale and almost had all the mythical creatures had been captured at the year 1138. 9,000 years later, a brave maiden arisen from the ashes and survived the attack somehow, only to find all the other humans had become into glittering ashes. She went on a quest to go in the world of Xena with her trusty companion Diana, the dragon, and went to outer space. Of course, with the help of the magic of dragons. She had met the corrupted leader, Nishai, which means the night. She went and tried to bargain with her, but she said she was not about to bargain with a human, a weak human. She knew that she was too weak to fight them, so she went back to Earth, knowing that she failed. But she will come back to avenge her loved ones.
Wow. Is that the end of the story?
Can I read my story? Now.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Can I read my story?
Of course. Who's that? I wanna know the name. Who's that? Who's that?
Sorry.
I wanna read my story.
Who wants to read their story? Oh, one by one,
Can
please.
I read my story, teacher, please?
Sure. Can you tell me your name? Whose kid is that? Can you please?
Here.
What?
No, here.
Yes, sweetheart. Can you share your story with us?
Once
Can you-
upon a time.
Yes.
Once upon a time, There were two kids named Emma and Eric.
Okay.
Are playing in the snow. Emma threw a snowball to Eric. Then Eric got mad. They fought each other. Then Emma said sorry. And then Eric said that's okay. And then they became friends again. The end.
The end. Oh, that's so cute.
I
What's the
read
title of
mine
that
now.
story? I want to know the title of the story. What's the title?
The friends.
The Friends. And you have how many characters?
Two.
2 characters. The names are?
Emma and Eric.
That's wonderful. You've done a very great job. I want you to take a picture of that story later. I want to read that, okay?
Ice cream.
That's great. Thank you so much. That's so cute.
Teacher, story now po, teacher. Teacher, can I read mine?
Oh,
Can I
all of
read
you
my
want to read?
story?
My story,
okay.
please.
I'll have.
Teacher, can you please read my sister's story? It's super sad.
Me?
Excuse me, teacher. It's already 4:58 p.m. na.
Yes, it is. As much as I want to hear everything from you, the best thing that we can do right now is I want you to share your stories with me through your pictures, so I will be able to read everything. Okay, I really want to spend more time with you kids. I hope we'll have more time together writing short stories next time. Okay, but send a picture of your stories. Okay.
Making
for
a
the
horror
meantime,
story right now.
yes, but for the meantime, you have to miss me first. Okay? You have to
I
miss
will miss you,
Um,
teacher.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you, kid.
Miss you every
Oh, I miss you, teacher.
I'll miss you too,
Bye,
teacher.
teacher.
I'm not gonna hold on, kids. Hold on. Don't say bye-bye
Bye-bye.
yet. I want to take photos, okay? Don't say bye-bye yet.
Okay.
Because we will
We will have a groupie,
Okay po.
kids. Okay.
I'll have a goofy. Don't say bye-bye yet.
Okay.
Teacher, I'm not done yet.
It's okay. Send it to me later, okay? We'll have
Okay,
it
groupie.
pictures.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Yay! Wonderful.
Okay, next.
Next.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Last one, kids. 1, 2, 3. Okay, kids.
I'm so
Seriously,
happy.
I just wore my glasses for the last picture.
Thank you. I'm gonna miss you, kids. Wanna
I'm
see
gonna
me
miss you
later
so
again?
much po, teacher.
Thank you so
I
much.
won't forget you.
Thank you.
I will never forget
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye. Can we do it again in
by the way.
Monday?
I love
Bye.
lesson.
I love you too.
Teacher,
Don't
can we
forget
do
that
it
one.
again in
Send me on
Monday?
Facebook.
Bye. Teacher, may we do it on Monday again?
Yes, we can do it
Teacher.
anytime. Of course, we can do it.
When
See
will
you
we
later, teacher. Bye-bye.
Welcome.
Bye. When will
Bye,
teacher? Teacher, can I ask you?
Bye.
What, kid?
You say